I just got a message from Eddie Caddy.
Oh God.
I figured to open it, but he's a beg friend.
What makes him a beg friend?
Well, speaking of messages, I got this message today. Listen carefully.
Like, I know, obviously, that everybody else says it, but, like, remember, I've known you from since 11 years old. So for you to be the same person, hasn't changed. Yeah, you're out on social network.
1 second. Let me just stop it right there halfway through. I'll play it after. 1 second. She said,
You haven't changed.
I haven't changed.
Do you know how to pause the voice now?
Yeah, I do. She said I haven't changed since you're 11 years old. But I met her last year. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Because she's saying the truth. I haven't changed since I was 11. But how did she know if I met her last year?
You need to change.
Why?
You're terrible.
I ain't changing for shit, man.
Do you mean you met her last year? That's a lie, yes?
I met her last year, honestly.
No,
I'm not gonna say her name because her name's Ashley.
She said, I've known you since you was 11.
Huh?
She said, I've known you since you was 11.
Yeah. But I met her last year for the first time. So if she's known me, how come I didn't know her? Liars.
How'd you get her number?
It's not a number. That was VNs on Insta. Don't try it. Don't try it. I didn't say it was WhatsApp. That was Insta VNs.
Oh, was it Insta? Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I did have
But it is
clarity.
no rule show, and I've got a guest today. Someone that's got a bigger back off than my girl. In fact, no, you haven't. My girl's got a bigger back off anyway. Jordy, will you say my G?
I've never seen your girl.
I don't show my girl in public, man. That's she's hidden.
Why?
Because that's serious. That's when I'm serious. It's now 13 years now.
And you're serious?
Yeah.
And how does that
Like I'm getting married next year. Seriously.
Right, but how does that seriousness manifest itself on a day-to-day basis?
You're using big words.
What changes? Yeah, what changes? What changes when you get in the house and take the coat off?
You're using
and
small
close the
words.
door? What changes?
What changes? That is serious.
How?
It's family time. Netflix.
What'd
John
you
Connor
watch?
Terminator.
What'd you watch?
Documentaries. I'm a documentary king. Remember when I went on Gasworks and I told Poet and that about Australia not, existing? They didn't know that. I knew that first.
Yeah, but that sounds like a YouTube type of
That's what I watch.
conspiracy series type thing.
Yeah, that's what I watch. I'm a conspiracy theorist finder.
You shouldn't watch many, to be
But
honest.
there's one conspiracy I like.
Which is?
Chris Benoit didn't really kill. You lot are laughing.
Are there no other wrestling conspiracies?
The views have gone up from, remember,
there's-
we put it was
there's-
4,
there's a few
now
others.
16. Huh?
There's a few other wrestling companies.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Edge and Lita.
Oh, is that real?
That's real though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that real?
that's real.
Well, speaking of Edge and Lita, I
just
bought you a
found
present. I bought you a present still.
Speaking of Edge and Lita,
Alright, let's see how this connects.
This is serious present.
Yes.
Oh my
Now,
god.
1 second,
Yes.
1 second. It's not finished. Don't say yes. I think it's not for you. It's for Jordy.
I'm
can't
so
ask for a
happy.
present without
I'm so
asking.
happy.
Right, see this?
Go on.
Can you see the colours?
Yes.
What does that remind you of?
I don't know, on and off.
Gambia.
everyone, Specs, because he always forgets this is a podcast as well as it is a video show, has not told you what is in that packet that he's handing to Jordy. It's
Oh, yeah. It's yours.
Fam,
No, reach.
No, bring it.
Reach.
Explain
I'm a
it.
guest,
What
fam.
is it?
It's a cone.
Right.
It's a cone with the Gambian colours. Or Guinea.
Well, actually, Jordy put in the group the other day that he'd lost his...
And I needed
his Afro comb.
No. That comb is not for your own hair. It's for the hair I bought you. Because let me tell you something. You forced an afro for years. You forced an afro for years. So I bought you weave.
You are not the one to talk about hair today. Because you went to get a haircut, fell asleep, came back with the same trim.
Yeah. And you fell asleep on the bed with the barber.
You didn't even top and toe.
All right, 1 second.
You were facing each other.
Well, 1 second. Do you know why I fell asleep? Because I was doing my Brazilian samba dancing.
Yeah.
Why don't you sit down and get a trim?
No,
Why was your
he
barber,
was watching me.
Why was your barber waiting for you to trim?
Because I'm in control.
But
Why?
now you've got
Because I'm paying.
now you've got no trim.
I'll go back tomorrow.
Oh,
But I fell asleep.
Okay, well you keep that hair.
No. You're gonna take this. I bought this for you. This is $4.69 from Pack.
Okay, well I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back.
I've got you warranty on this.
I'll pay you back.
Anything goes wrong, you can take it back and they'll give you another one.
What is it?
It's weave.
I could gift that to someone.
Use the comb for that and keep that comb.
Give that to
Trust me.
No, I'm
Because
taking.
sometimes
I'm
people-
gonna use this comb. I need this.
This
comb.
guy hasn't got the hair for the afro stuff. It's taking too long. The comb's been in his hair for probably a year now. And nothing's changed.
But that's because he gets haircuts.
No, it's because it's Congolese. Rago does the same thing. Does the same thing. Your hair can't go that high. And when you go down to South Africa, it never grows.
I used to have tangles.
Wow.
That's why the ladies have this. It's the truth. Am I lying, Jordy? I know what I'm talking about. I'm African.
I mean, you're wrong, but yeah.
Remember, yeah, when your cousins used to stay at your house, there was this stupid rule of, your cousin would be like, big two guys in the bed. Someone's head's at one's feet. You know
Top
that?
and toe.
What's it called?
Top and toe.
Top and tail. For me, I was just like, that don't really exist.
Nah, it exists.
Head to head. Still on my face, it's cool. What do you mean no? Why not? Right now, as a big man, yeah, I'm 19 years old. I am sleeping head to head with anyone in this room. Of course.
I feel like nobody in this room's interested in sleeping head to head with you.
But I will do what I'll do is I will pretend that I've agreed with you
I don't
to
know
do
if I
top
wanna-
tail, and then I'll change when you're sleeping.
I don't know if I want to face your feet though.
Who?
Yours.
I ain't got bad feet, by the way. You know, size 7, toes are good, no tinted windows.
Did you see Taser Black's story on the Murder Comedian
Yep.
podcast?
I wrote a comment about it today. So Taser Black was saying that he was going to, he went to a party, some girl latched onto him, so he took the girl back to her hotel, and his madam, who he came with in his car, followed him back to the car when he was with the ting.
What?
And slept in the car.
And they were willing to sleep in the car while he goes in the hotel.
And they did.
And they did.
Taser said this.
Yeah.
But he didn't mention who it was about.
Yeah. But I said, this is definitely Mars.
And Taser said,
He agrees. And called me, missed call, don't call me Taser. You're begging friend. It's not one of them ones, my bro. I know poet, but I don't know you like that. There's no rules, man.
let's get into some serious Sundays.
You want some bread?
Let's get into some serious Sundays.
I love Brazilian music right now. I'm sorry.
All right. We said last week that we were going to do some serious Sundays based on reviews that we got on the Apple Podcast app. I struggled to get my words out, but we got them out. First one comes from Brandon Banda, who says, most organic podcast. Big up all the filthy fellas except Miles because, well, he's Miles. 5 stars.
That's a 5-star comment.
Spot on, isn't it? That's what I like about my team, man. It's just so organic.
Next comment comes from I Deliver L's. It's a 5-star review. Says, my favorite uncle is called Aunty Fanta. No joke.
Hey, listen, I was gonna say that I had to warn somebody yesterday at the Vibar show.
Wow.
And you know who that was? Me. I had to warn myself.
Why?
People are coming up to me and saying, "Bruv, Aunty Fanta is jokes, bro." Bro, no, that's serious stuff we're talking about.
What's
That's
serious?
my auntie's name. I've got an auntie called Fanta, Muna, Hala, Lula, Layla.
Hello.
Yeah, that's all my auntie's name. And
That
people are
comment-
taking it as a joke.
That comment, I'm convinced, is you. Because the name is called I Deliver L's.
It's what it's called.
And then he said, my favorite uncle's called Aunty Fanta. I think everything about that
Could
comment
be one of my
is-
little cousins, you know.
Everything about that comment is you. I think that's your burn.
Hey, if that's one of my little cousins, listen, all them jeans I've given you guys, and I told you it was D&G, it was really G&D, I'll take them back. Yeah, my little cousins keep taking my clothes, man. Dirty tramps.
Here's another 5-star review from I can't read that. Ando Space G.
Ooh, that almost sounded like and ones, you know. Allow Auntie Fanta, allow her, man.
It's the comment is Auntie 7 Up 5 stars specs to do a freestyle at the end of the next podcast.
There you go. There you go.
Your freestyles have been blowing up on Twitter. Your ones from
There you
2007.
go. And I don't know if you know this, but I rap.
You rap.
So you should freestyle.
Do you know what, Jordy? I was gonna say to you, I was gonna say this to poet, but we don't talk. So I say this to you. I want to jump on a song.
With who?
Me, you, but I want us to pretend poet's featuring, but we don't actually put his voice in.
Okay, let's get into some comments from the last YouTube video. This one's from Shaq1. I guarantee Specs is Somalian because that's all he talks about.
Are Somalians really
There are a few
like
people- there's-
turning their back on me?
There's a few people in the comments, by the way, asking you to call them Somalis rather than Somalians.
It's Somalis, yeah.
I don't give a G-spot what they think. I don't give a Spamination what they think. I don't care. Big up all my Somalians, by the way.
Oh,
Somalis.
Big up all my Somalis, by the way. What are you about? Big you all up, man. I'm one of you guys. I eat
It
Angela.
is weird how it's becoming like you're anti-Somali when you legitimately are like the most pro-Somali person in the world.
Like I almost speak the same language as Somalis. Almost.
I think the only way you could squash the beef is probably telling them where you're from.
Should I tell them? For real? Should I tell them?
They can work it out from the
You
names
could do a
of
roll.
all
You could do
your-
a big rollout for it.
all your aunties.
I'll be real with you. If you get a bus W3, right? W3 from Somalia, it can go to my country. Where am I from? Tell me in the comments.
Next comment, Jeremy O. Not gonna lie, this was the best and funniest episode. Please get Aunty Fanta on. It might have been the best episode.
Specs. Cool. I think that was.
All right, Jordy.
Tell
relax.
me what your worst episode was.
My worst episode? I don't know. I don't know, man. For me, everyone's so different. But it's just like.
I think Harry had a terrible game.
But why? That Harry was just being Harry.
We were all too serious, I think.
I think me and Harry are serious
You're not serious.
towards each other. We're serious.
I doubt
We
it.
talk about commandments
Commandments.
in the Bible.
Right. Harry's not.
He told me his real name the other day, and I laughed my head off.
No, but I'm not,
It doesn't suit his face.
he said his name in the group.
Yeah.
Is it?
I remember he put up a picture of him losing on a trainer bidding
yeah.
thing. And I forget who. I think it was Skit. Someone bait was like,
Who's that?
"Whose name is that?" And I was like, Aunty Fanta, you actually told me you wanted to get her on before you called her. You were saying that.
Do you know what I was thinking?
Beginning of the show.
So I tell you the truth, I was gonna bring her on, right? But yesterday, she came and said, "Oh, I watched your episode with Poet,"
No way.
but she didn't mention the part where I called and locked her off, which means
She didn't.
she stopped watching halfway through.
She didn't.
So then I looked down at what she was wearing, and she had combats on with Lonsdale boots. You're not a boxer. You're not a boxer.
So your whole family just wear high tops?
They just wear anything that they see first.
Because you only wear high tops.
What do you mean first?
First.
Was it
First.
whatever's closest?
You know when you walk into JD and there's a rack outside? They start there and they pick it up. No, go inside. Check other brands. But I am going to bring her on. I tell you what, she's incredible. She's a Kazumba teacher.
Kazumba.
Kazumba.
What was that?
Kazumba.
It's the worst fake reggaeton bashment style music I've ever heard in my life. It's very slow, right? She used to live in Madrid, so she can speak Spanish. And she came here on my mum's passport because they have the same nose.
Oh my god.
All right. The next comment comes from Facts. Specs, get Miles' mum on as a guest, innit?
I think you need to stay away from Miles' mom.
I don't want to meet Miles' mum.
What handshake stuff? Oh,
That's what he said.
she's gang.
She's gang. That's what he said on the show.
He did.
I'm scared. I'm scared of Miles' mum. G's that they flip out, man, at any time. Look at when
Miles-
AC was sitting down with Poet. Poet had to leave.
Miles acts like he's the only child.
Well, you kind of can say he is because I think his sister is like 40 years old, but by the state of her thighs, she's been around for a long time.
I'm not picking up on that.
I am picking up on that. I said it is me.
He said the state of Earth.
But Miles' mum on the show. Let's start. We'll go. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
There is a special guest we are working on. I think we can tell people. He followed you on Instagram last week.
No. If it's who I think it is,
Guess.
David Wheater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to happen.
David Wheater. Listen. That for me is the biggest thing that's happened to me.
What?
David Wheater. Nobody gives a damn about him. Only me. He's surprised that I was talking to Jack Grealish about him. Even when I said, Jack Grealish, I said, Big Wheats. Grealish was looking at us like,
Oh, David Wheater calls you big bro.
big bro. I want need to get him on. I love Wheats. And the only reason why I love him because Arsenal linked to him when he was at Middlesbrough for 2 million. And it nearly happened, Jordy. Can you imagine David Wheater at the back with Kolo Toure? Jesus. 2 days to turn. Oh my God.
my god.
Well, you know what time it is?
Well, don't say wrestling time.
It's time to
Remember.
remember wrestling. Hey! Jordy, Specs, what do you remember about Kevin Nash versus Diamond Dallas Page on WCW Thunder on the 1st of The 8th of January, 1998.
I remember at that time, I had no interest in WCW. You know why? Because the ropes were black.
Yes.
Remind me of Congolese boxing. When you watch Congolese boxing, the ropes are black. So I didn't like
Why are
that.
you pointing at me? I didn't watch Congolese boxing.
No, it's just because you're homies.
How much Congolese boxing have you watched?
Just one.
I don't even know a Congolese boxer.
Mike Tyson. So,
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
this is no rule show. I don't mess about. 9% truth in everything that I say.
Spot on.
So,
And obviously
DDP.
wasn't that what Muhammad Ali fought in?
Oh, he fought.
Zaire,
Yeah,
right?
he fought. Yeah, he fought. Yeah, he fought. Was it George Foreman?
Yeah. That's the last best thing we've done.
Oh, Muhammad Ali passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 second silence. I forgot, man. Right, listen.
I don't get what you
Why
get
you
out
laughing?
of that. What do you get
I
out of
just
that?
like it. Entrance music halfway through. So DDP comes out first.
Yes.
Love DDP. Blue jeans, Madhouse jeans, black vest.
I was angry at them both for their outfits. Anyone that you can't fight in jeans, you're not taking your fight seriously.
That's true.
And high top boots.
It's very no. High top boots is fine.
High top boots has to happen.
So DDP comes out and he rips a poster off one of the fans. But I wanted to know what the poster actually said because it didn't really.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, it said something weird like DDP rules for life.
Yeah, that's not that weird.
I don't think it said that. There was no message. I think DDP took the sign expecting it to be a good sign. Saw the sign, threw it back.
Well, I love DDP. He goes in the ring, goes past the ref. I love them refs as well. Bow tie, short sleeves. You cannot wear a bow tie with short sleeves in 1998.
He's doing his job, man.
Well, true. With trainers on. Anyway,
I think Tupac's Killer had a bow tie.
is it?
Yeah.
Again. So he comes out, and the good thing about this is I don't remember his entrance music because I don't think it was interesting.
No,
It
wasn't.
was self high five.
Is that what he was saying?
Self high.
matter.
This is a self high five apparently.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I just know
That's why he
that.
said a bang.
No,
That's where Jay-Z got that from.
Well, they DDP did try and sue Jay-Z
What?
for that. Yeah,
Wow.
because Jay-Z did that on. I think the first time he did it properly was on the artwork for the Dynasty, on the inside artwork.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But it's supposed to represent a triangle, which means platinum on the Billboard charts. But DDP fought diamonds, diamond cutter. I invented that, so he did try and sue him.
If I'm honest, I thought it was Diamond too, and I think Jay-Z said that so he didn't get sued.
Yeah, so it was it became diamonds. It became a diamond. It was originally supposed to be the triangle for the platinum logo on the Billboard.
This is
sign.
amazing. DDP and Jay-Z beefing.
Yeah.
DDP fights.
no rules.
DDP fights in jeans. He might as well fight Jay-Z.
So DDP comes out, he's in the ring. He's a fan favorite. So I don't know why he came out first. My theory is if
And he
you're a
was the
fan favorite, you
champion.
come out second. Exactly.
And he had the belt.
Yeah, but there's a lot more star power coming out in the second.
Yeah.
So then Kevin Nash comes out with Hollywood Hogan. I hated Hollywood Hogan more than anything. You know why?
Why?
One small thing.
Go
And
on.
It's me, it's up to me.
I bet I know.
The beard,
Yep. I knew it. It didn't match.
it didn't match the goatee, the
didn't
box. Black and situation.
I thought it worked.
Black in the situation.
He was a good guy when he just had situation. Then he needed to be a bad guy. He couldn't go black. That
I think
wouldn't
it's
have looked
conflicting
good.
for specs because situations is type.
Blondies, man. If you're blondie, stay blonde.
Yeah, that's
Don't
what.
switch to brunette and that. That's
what's
not your
bothering
lane.
him.
That's not your lane. Let's be serious about this, man. Sorry about this, blondies. Yeah. So Kevin Nash comes out. Now again, I love when you
He
do that,
came
you know.
out with leather trousers with flares
I was just about to say that. Where were the flares?
down his leg.
On the side of the leg.
That's not flares. That's like tassels.
There you go, tassels, not flares.
You know what it was to me? Pubic hairs.
Why?
Pubic hairs on leather trousers. Stuck sticking out from the side.
I don't know who had the worst outfit.
Hollywood Hogan had the worst outfit.
Why?
Black and a blonde box. That's a bad outfit.
Did you notice that Kevin Nash tossed his title? Wait, was it Kevin Nash? He did. He had a title.
A title? No. DDP was the US champion.
Okay, so he held the title though,
Okay, did he?
because he threw it to the ref. The ref was like, had to catch it and just looked at Kevin Nash like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I think he wanted to say something, but
There was a lot of gesturing before the fight. It took a while. Like Kevin Nash stood there for ages.
they had a logo off.
yeah, brand off.
Listen, you guys are laughing about Kevin Nash. I'm not laughing about Kevin Nash.
Why?
I'm fuming with Kevin Nash. Every move, he took a picture, had a cup of tea, and walked around.
I was gonna get to that. He fights in delays.
In mad delays.
He fights in stages.
Walking around. And you know what I don't like about Kevin? I don't like guys, when they do a move, they do this with their hair.
Yeah, after every move, he cleans himself up.
Why you clean yourself up? You're still going. So, I don't think DDP, for a good 6 to 7 minutes, did anything but just lie down in blue jeans and high boots.
It's true.
It's
He
true.
got battered.
It's true. He was getting dominated.
There was a point where Kevin Nash picked him up by his belt.
That's what you do to your nephews.
So, the fight's going on, and I'm very close to like forwarding the fight because it was like, wow, this is slowing
Well,
down.
do you know what's funny? The ref kept saying, look, no, the commentator kept saying, well, we haven't got much time left.
He was saying that from the first second. We're about to run out of time, but
I think he wanted to fast forward the fight.
The commentators were arguing with the people backstage because they ran out of time.
Yeah.
I told you about WCW and black ropes. It's all over the place.
that was the headline fight on the first episode of their new show, Thunder.
I just want to say, yeah. I don't know what happened when the TV cut off. That's the L. We're in 2019.
You know what, Specs? You're actually right. No one knows to this day.
Like, who won?
Well, no, they got the match between Nash
Yeah,
and DDP.
But
Oh no, he's talking about we fast forwarded the match between DDP.
yeah, and Kevin Nash.
It ended as disqualification.
Right. So what happened after?
Paul White came out, Big Show,
Yeah.
Giant, whatever his name is at the time.
Yeah.
Came out. He squared up to Kevin Nash. They traded blows,
And it's cut off.
and then Hulk Hogan's running between them. Then it's cut off. I don't even know if he's trying to stop the fight or back.
Jordy, did you
back
notice
Kevin
how?
Nash.
Did you notice when Kevin Nash and Big Show started to trade blows? It was very slow as well, and then it cut off.
That's why the commentator was shouting. He was shouting, "We've got 20 seconds left." I think he was telling the wrestlers to fight faster.
Do you want to hear an interesting fact about the commentators? The commentator who had the deep voice, he was like, Kevin Nash is... He is the voice of Tony the Tiger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't say is it like I know who Tony the Tiger is.
Frosties.
You don't know Tony the
They're
Tiger?
great.
Frosties.
Tasmanian Devil.
No, Frosties, the
Frosties.
cereal.
The cereal.
Yeah.
The tiger,
tiger.
in the advert.
Oh, you're talking. That's an old advert, man.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's the voice, yeah.
I haven't seen a cereal advert
I
in
forget his
years.
name.
He's got
his name.
nothing to do.
No, wrestling Tony Tiger, yeah.
I think you would be a good cartoon voice.
Is it? I'm gonna try it, man. I'll give it a try.
Clearly,
What?
it's a terrible fact because we've gone off a topic.
T. Honestly, WCW only 10 minutes.
What did you think of the set?
I hated that set.
Really?
What was it, like a cave?
It was like a mountain or something, yeah.
T, I want my 10 minutes back from WCW.
Why?
It was awful.
Because that's why I didn't watch WCW.
Awful outfit, awful set, awful ropes. The ref was dressed terribly.
Awful fans.
The timing, commentators was rushing the fighters. It was terrible.
The thing is, you know what the funny thing is, right? You know when they say we're going to run out of time, it sounds so technical. It's because actually they have extra time. They take time off the next show, right? And if it overruns and they keep saying it's running out of time, it makes people turn on like, I need to see what's going to happen. It runs over to the next show, and then whatever the number of people watching, say it's 3 million, you can add that to the hour before and say the show got 7 million viewers or whatever, when actually it didn't. It got...
Let me tell you why I'm fuming. The show wasn't live. I'm gonna tell you why. Greg, I want you to be my number one witness on this one. I saw before these wrestlers came out, the camera was on the fans, and the fans were going making noises. I know that trick. They recorded the fans before the wrestlers even came out.
The studio audience.
Then they put the cuts in.
It was a studio
Greg,
audience.
am I lying?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
100%.
Back then, it was very popular WCW.
That was a title fight.
US title, not world title.
What title fight?
They kept talking about the world title. Sting, they took it off Sting.
Sorry, man, we're in the ends. Oh yeah, they did. Oh yeah, they took it off Sting. And who's JJ?
JJ Dillon, yeah, like the
See,
commissioner.
this is why, like, for me, when I stood in school, I have arguments about WCW and WWF at the time. It was like WWF from start to finish. The first match might be a women's match and, you know, Eddie Guerrero's, all those little come-ups. It'll be nice and slow, and then the second hour it speeds up, and then you leave like, oh, that was sick. WCW, I just feel like everything's just the wrong way around. Like, that match there should have been the first match before the fans even got into the arena.
That should have been the opener. That should have been the support act.
That's rehearsals.
That's soundtrack.
What do you know about rehearsals?
Actually, T goes right there. You're not allowed to say rehearsals. You don't rehearse.
They need to rehearse.
All right, then. Kevin Nash versus Diamond Dallas Page. WCW. It's the second WCW we've ever done. The first one was Norman Smiley. Out of 5, what are you saying? Kevin Nash, DDP, WCW Thunder, the first ever Thunder, January the 8th, 1998. Out of 5.
I'll give them a 2 for turning up.
On time.
2. I'm going to say A.
A for.
Do it again. Do it again. Now.
Guys, you know what time it is?
I don't.
It's time for some No Rules news.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, the first news story from No Rules News comes from, it's the second week in a row, the Evil Empire, Fox News.
Oh, brilliant. Let's go.
Father arrested after son 5 brings heroin to school, says tasting it turns him into Spider-Man.
This is America. Again.
This is in Massachusetts.
That's America.
Why is that the dad's fault?
Why is that that's fault? That the son's at 5 years old. He just left nursery.
None of this sounds like it's the dad's fault yet.
He just left nursery.
Maybe I need to read the article.
Taking heroin because he feels like Spider-Man.
I mean, it sounds like the boy has heroin.
That means that 5-year-old will jump a building thinking he could do what Spider-Man does. Next, you know, he's with Mr. Perfect.
A Massachusetts father was arrested and charged Friday after his 5-year-old son allegedly brought a bag of heroin to kindergarten and told his teacher he turns into Spider-Man when he tastes it. Benny Garcia, 29, pleaded not guilty to charges of drug possession and reckless endangerment of a child.
See?
Stop there.
See? Not guilty.
Stop there. I remember when I was coaching, grassroots. An American family came up to me and said, "Oh, excuse me, coach, I've got a son here. He wants to join. How old is he? He's kindergarten." I remember that. I couldn't work it out.
Yeah.
So kindergarten, that's
Nursery reception, yeah.
Kindergarten, that's what Americans call it.
Yeah.
Do you remember Kindergarten Cop?
Yep, I do.
What?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
It's a great film. The boy showed off a plastic bag stamped with the image of Spider-Man that contained a powdery substance. Hampton County Assistant District Attorney Matthew Green said in court, according to the Daily Hampshire Gazette, the boy told his teacher that he turns into the superhero when he tastes the powder. The boy also allegedly said he got the bag from the living room of his home.
Oh, he snitched.
Ugh.
He's 5.
Yeah. Well, apparently they found the dad sleeping on a bed with other bags of white powder underneath him. As he was handcuffed, other bags fell from his body.
Okay, well, that changes everything.
It's not a serious guy.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Where's the mum? Oh, come on, Jordy. Where's the mum? Where's the mum?
How are you blaming the mum?
No, it's true. They got to arrest the mum too. Arrest the mum too.
This is why you lot are misogynists.
Oh my God.
A dad gets arrested with, check it, 200 bags of heroin and cocaine, and the kid's taking it to school saying he's a Spider-Man, and you're talking about the mum.
Where is
you lot
mummy?
have serious
I need to know where the mum
misogyny
is.
issues.
I need to know where the mum is.
I bet she would like to know.
Because even like, for example, with my daughter, if I bring football boots that are muddy into the house, boom, straight away there's complaints and problems. So the mum should have said something. This is not paracetamol, it's not Panadol, it's heroin. It's serious drugs.
You could be right. But I think let's focus on the dad, right?
Oh no, but he's gone. He's gone.
29.
Now we need to ask the mum a few questions.
That's 29 years old.
Bobby Garcia, yeah.
That means the mum's 18.
It's true.
This next story comes from the Daily Star. Quality paper.
Oh my God.
We all agree. Chinese killer robots sold to Middle East will leave every human dead.
Isn't that where the World Cup is?
I'm not going there anyway.
That's where Pert's going.
Oh wow, even better. I'll help the robot. I've always had like this thing in my mind of like robots attacking us, but then I remember all those stupid films I used to watch.
Films,
what stupid
YouTube
films?
documentaries.
What film was was it Will Smith fighting robots? What was it again?
iRobot.
Was it iRobot? Were they fighting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because them films I zone out. Like after halfway through, I'm out of there.
I don't like
But
science.
it's traumatized me.
China is selling its most advanced, fully autonomous military drones with fears that it could lead to a bloodbath in the Middle East.
With fears.
The Asian superpower is reportedly selling AI-enhanced combat drones to the region with potentially disastrous consequences. You're right. It's a bit late for fears.
China get blamed for everything, you know.
This next story comes from NBC Los Angeles. Obviously, I was there last week.
Oh yeah, you was.
Oh, never go there again.
You went to watch them puppets fight.
T, when you go there
Yeah.
and you come back, I need to give you 2 days. That's what I've learned.
Why?
Because you're tired.
A bucket of hot diarrhea was randomly poured on woman by a
You should
homeless
have
man.
saved this for Steve. Only Steve-O could talk about this kind of stuff. This is what Steve-O likes.
It was liquid, hot liquid, she said. I was soaked and it was coming off my eyelashes into my
A
eyes.
bucket of hot diarrhea.
There is apparently a big problem in Los Angeles of homeless people committing attacks on non-homeless people. And one of the big stories was this woman who, a night near the Hollywood Walk of Fame would change a woman's life as she was getting into her car and a homeless man sprinted across Hollywood Boulevard towards her.
This is great.
Heidi Van Tassel was parked in Hollywood after having a pleasant evening out with friends at an authentic Thai restaurant. That's a nice commentary.
Heidi Van Tassel.
The restaurant was authentic. It's an authentic Thai restaurant. Suddenly, a man randomly pulled her out of the car, dragged her out to the middle of the street, and dumped a bucket of feces on her head. Van Tassel said, and public records confirm.
What is your next move after that?
You're finished.
How are you getting home?
You can't even reverse that.
You can't call it Uber.
Do you know what? When I was like 11 years old, I was living, I wasn't living, but my family were living in
Can't call it
Egypt.
Uber.
Yeah. And my granddad was ill just before it was his last days before he went upstairs. And my aunties and my mum went out. They went moonlighting. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Moonlighting? Remember? Well, they went moonlighting in Egypt. And my granddad obviously used to shit on the bed. Stop laughing. This is serious. He's not here with us. Yeah, you have no right. I can laugh, not you. Well, he done this shit on the bed, and I called, one of my aunties, and they said that I've got to clean it up. So when he went upstairs, I was like, yes, because now I ain't got clean shit.
That's a sad fucking story.
Do you want to do a 3 second silence?
Let's do a 7-second silence, yeah? And I'm being serious because it's my granddad, right? 7. So 1, 2, 3,
That's not silence.
4,
That's not silence.
5, 6. Ah! Entrance music. I counted for a 7-second silence. That's amazing.
It was diarrhea, hot liquid. I was soaked and it was coming off my eyelashes into my eyes. I've already read you that quote, but it leads into this one.
Okay.
Paramedics who came to treat me said there was so much of it on me that it looked like the man was saving it up for a month.
You can't control. Can I ask you a question? Can you say to your body, I want diarrhea now?
No.
You can't.
Well, I can go and have loads of dairy.
Oh, so your tolerance lacks as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not?
Oh, me? Oh, big time. Okay. Any type of milk. And then everything just becomes, everything shows pace.
I don't know if this is a story I would tell to the paper.
I think it happened a while ago and I think she had PTSD. They had to give her therapy and stuff.
Ooh, in that case, I'll tell it to
But
the
what
paper.
could you charge the guy with?
I need a week off work.
If I dumped diarrhea over you guys, and I would love to, and I might plan to, what could the police say to me? What are they going to charge me with?
Yeah, I mean, there's serious crimes being committed there. The problem was that he was homeless. I think they took him into treatment for a little while, but he's back out on the streets.
Is that not assault?
No,
It's criminal damage.
It's a diarrhea.
It's criminal damage. That's what it is.
It's not, well, it was criminal damage probably to the car, but no, yeah.
So it's
I'd
criminal
say-
damage if you do it on the table, but not on me.
I think it's assault. Yeah. I think
See,
it's
when was the
assault.
last time you had diarrhea?
I couldn't say probably.
What about you, Jordy?
Recently.
No, when? I want to know what day.
Probably it was definitely this month, like 2 weeks ago, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody remembers diarrhea.
How regularly do you have diarrhea?
I don't have it regularly. I just had it 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember the last time I had diarrhea, man.
I just feel like you drew for that too casually. Okay.
Oh no,
fair
because I
enough,
remember
Jules.
it. I remember it. It woke me up at like 3.
A final story comes from Unilads, so you know it's credible. Florida woman arrested for biting her boyfriend's penis out of frustration.
That's always been a man's fear.
This is exactly a uni lad story. It's definitely an 18-year-old that wrote this.
A Florida woman has been arrested after biting her boyfriend's penis out of frustration. Esperanza Gomez, 33, was drinking beers with her boyfriend until the early hours of Wednesday morning, November 13th, in an apartment on Miami Beach. According to a police report, another woman arrived at the apartment at around midnight before leaving sometime before 3 a.m. Unnecessary detail.
I just noticed you said Florida.
Yeah. It's always going to be Florida.
Did you hear about Florida, Specs?
No, what happened?
If you type Florida,
Yeah.
Florida man.
and if you type Florida man,
Yeah.
type Florida man and then your birthday on Google, and you'll see a crazy news story that happened on that day.
Is it?
Something dumb. Like Florida is where
Is that where Miami is? Because I wanted to go Miami.
yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm not going now.
I think Miami's alright. It's everywhere else in Florida.
Florida's bad because of the drugs. Miami is the home of drugs.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think all men have had that in their minds. Oh, what would happen if a girl bit my dick off?
So she bit it off.
Nah, just bit it.
Oh.
Your pipe's a muscle, right?
No.
What is it?
We did this research the other
Is
day.
it?
actually,
Yeah, I want to know. See, you learned something on this show as well. What is your pipe?
The penis is a male sex organ.
It's an organ.
Yeah.
So you could
So it has nerves.
you could do without it.
Does it have nerves?
Well, it obviously has nerves, yeah.
You could do without it.
Where?
Where?
Where's the nerves? All over.
I don't know where yours are.
We should know these things. It's the human body.
Well, you know, I don't want to be too explicit, but you know what's, sex, right? You know that it has a feeling.
Yes.
You know what causes feelings?
Your nerves.
Nerves. So anywhere where you can feel something, there's a nerve.
So when I'm shoulder shaking, I'm playing my nerves.
You're getting on your nerves.
Yes.
Wow. So how do you get out of someone biting your penis off? How do you get out?
Get out?
Well, how does it end? I don't understand.
You can't.
What do you mean you can't? Well, you should just jam it and take the pain.
No, you can't get out of it. If she's biting it, she's biting. It's
the
bitten.
most precarious situation a man can be in, I would say.
It's bitten. She's biting it. You can't get out of that.
Is it one bite or is it like a bite hold?
Well, like
That's I need to know these. I need to know.
Pitbull.
like a pit bull. It's locked.
Yeah, locked. Is it locked jaw? Is it locked jaw?
It's possible. I don't know.
Is it possible to bite it off?
It's
Yes.
possible to bite it off. Yes.
Oh my god.
That happened, though.
And you can bleed to death,
Did
right?
Lorena Bobbitt do that?
Who?
Lorena Bobbitt.
You're a rapper. You probably put it in a
Lorena
bar.
Bobbitt,
Like
Lorena-
that time you put that Moesha bar and it didn't make sense.
Who?
No,
Who's
that
Bobbitt?
is one of my better bars.
It
You're
doesn't
just-
make sense.
No, you're just into
doesn't
semantics.
make sense.
It makes complete sense.
You're not into cues like Moesha. Moesha was into cues though.
I'm not into cues like Moesha was.
Terrible. It's time for a Brexit update.
T, I pulled out of Brexit a long time ago.
I want to get your thoughts on politics in general. Then, is a general election coming?
You know, people were actually tweeting me about Brexit because of Poet.
Where?
Because Poet thought that she wanted me, but she just wanted Brexit.
Really? That's
Yeah,
good.
And everyone
That was the
does
bar, innit? Listen, I'll be real with you. I'm disappointed in Boris. I'm disappointed because he told me on the 31st, we're getting out of here. We're getting closer to Miami, Florida, digs getting cut off and shit. Now they moved it till January. Is it all right to tell people you're gonna do something and you don't end up doing it, even though there's no rules? Is it all right?
You mean rehearsal?
Wait. Wait, you answer that.
It's perfectly all right. Of course you can do that.
All right. So Jeremy Corbyn, Boris Johnson,
Theresa May,
Nicola Sturgeon,
Ed Balls.
Ed Balls.
and all those guys in suits behind them going, yeah. You're all liars in the House of Commons with green chairs.
That is the white people who loaded the mics.
100%. Where's John Major?
He's
He
chilling.
was a man that was true to his word. Kennedy, he was a man that was true to his word. Huh? Mabutu, Kabila.
Nah, relax.
Like, come on. Nelson Mandela. Where are all these guys? They were true to their words.
A lot of them are dead.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Tony Blair's from my area. Tony Blair's from Cali.
I don't care.
I've got a friend, and this is serious, no jokes.
Okay, cool.
Even though there's 9% truth in anything that I say, I've got a friend called Neil Kinnock, who was a former leader of one of the parties that I don't care about. And I'm thinking to send him a voice note and just jump in on his wave. I think he's a Democrat.
He's Labour, but
Labour.
he's pro-Europe, so he's more Liberal Democrat, I think, for the most part now.
So I'm going to go Liberal Democrats.
He's Labour, but he's pro-Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's worth serious bucks.
Spamination.
Hairline's behind him.
Politics is what I turn off, I'll be honest.
It's good to have a slight insight, though. Slight insight.
Terrible. I don't want to hear it.
So register to vote?
Oh, yeah, of course. No, you
I've
make sure you
got
do
to
that.
vote. I want to buy a house
Not
in
in
the
the
future.
general election, just register to vote.
If I don't vote, I can't buy a house in the future, right?
Nope, that's not true.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
So I don't have to vote?
No.
I'm going to vote. I'm voting for Liberal. No, I'm voting for
My
Labour.
polling station's far, man.
What?
He lives in Essex.
What does that mean?
Everything's far.
Last
Jordy, you
one.
live in Essex? Are you fostered? I've never heard of Congolese people who live in Essex. You guys are from the States. What's going
You're
on?
acting like this is new, but you told me you're looking at there.
Yeah, I'm coming Essex, but you're already there.
Oh, so I set the wave. You just followed.
You was
them.
born there, innit?
No, I was born in North.
Where?
Central Middlesex Hospital. Northwest, actually.
But where are you from, like?
Totty, I grew up in Totty.
Oh, okay. So you moved. Okay, six.
Mummy stole me. I hated her for it, man. I was the only white kid in the ends
Is it?
for a long time.
That's sick, man.
That's not sick.
Why not?
It wasn't sick back then, I'll tell you that. I used to get Ford Fiestas run past me and say all sorts. I felt like Balotelli.
That's a different level of psychological whatever's going on there. Do you know you just said you were the only white kid in there?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
There's no rules on this
Did
show.
I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it can stay. I'm not editing that.
Well, everybody, this has been Jordy.
Specs, I never want to see you again after this.
But if you've made it this far, remember to subscribe on YouTube. We need comments, and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're growing on everything. Poet's episode was maybe our best episode, but it was definitely our biggest episode since the first episode. A lot of people watched the first episode thinking, what the hell is this?
A lot of people watch Harry's episode, thinking, what's the hell?
But since then, we've been growing. Leave comments, leave reviews. We need 5 stars. Then we can get in the charts. 6 stars. Thanks for coming, Jordy.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Don't forget your weave, you know.
Cool. Thank you.